Advancing the UK Pharmacy Workforce, a showcase of the design of the UK's first pharmacy-related degree qualification for pharmacy technicians. Good day, my name is Dr. Bertie Dube. I'm the course leader for this brand new course, first of its kind in the UK, and I'm presenting this at the Curious Minds 2026 here at Robert Baldwin University. Here's an outline of my presentation. I will review the background, that is the why we did it. I'll go through the current structure and content, the what, and I'll also go through the teaching and learning strategies, the how we're doing it. So with regards to the why, over the past few years, legislative expansion of pharmacy practice is increasing demand for clinically capable pharmacy technicians. And in 2024, the National Pharmacy Technician Group for Scotland completed a consultation that identified significant clinical knowledge gaps, limiting the pharmacy technician workforce progression into advanced roles, as well as a clear credential gap. So the UK pharmacy workforce is actually changing faster than its current education pathways. So as we look at the evolving and expanding scope of practice, in December 2020, during the COVID-19 pandemic, pharmacy technicians were authorized to give injections. And then in 2023, there was a change that pharmacy technicians were allowed to perform blood pressure checks. And also in 2023, pharmacy technicians and the whole pharmacy team could provide naloxone kits all through 2024. And just recently in January of 2026, pharmacy technicians can be delegated to complete pharmacy-related activities out with the presence of a pharmacist on the premises. So there are a few recommendations that have been published, and certainly the Royal Pharmaceutical Society, before it became the college, did publish a Pharmacy 2030 vision. And in this vision, the professional vision, they did say that further education would be a key component to the advancing role of pharmacy technicians. So with regards to the credential gap, pharmacists enter to practice at a degree level, that's the MPharm level here. As you can see, this is the Scottish Credit Qualification Framework, level 11, it's a master's level. This is where pharmacists enter to practice. And pharmacy technicians, on the other hand, enter to practice at a SCQF level 8 or lower here. So there is clearly a credential gap between levels 9 and 10. So we co-designed this degree program using a multi-stakeholder input. The name is the Bachelor of Science with Honors in Clinical Practice for Pharmacy Technicians, that bridges that credential gap between level 9 and 10. We actually launched the program in September of 2025, and our program provides advanced knowledge across the 4 pillars of practice, and I'll be reviewing these next. So these are the 4 pillars of practice, and these are clinical practice, facilitating learning, leadership, and service improvement, or evidence research and development. I'll pause here a bit for you to have a quick look at this slide. So clinical practice, the knowledge, skills, and behaviors needed to provide high quality healthcare that is safe, effective, and person-centered, and facilitating learning to enable effective learning in the workplace, and a leadership to lead and fulfill management responsibilities, and under evidence research and development, engage in projects and use evidence to inform practice and improve services. So we have also developed a foundations program to enable all pharmacy technicians who do not have that SCQF level 8 qualification or registration to be able to also complete this program with us. And here's a snapshot of all the modules that will be delivered in the stage 2 offering, which is at the Scottish Credit Framework of level 8, and that's the foundations. Again, take a moment to have a read. And these are all based on that first pillar of practice. And then for stage 3, which is at level 9, we move on to the SCQF level 9 pillars of level, and this covers the 3 pillars of practice. And then level 4, which is at SCQF level 10, covers all 4 pillars of practice. Now, our program is actually inclusive and accessible, being delivered 100% online. Therefore, it has removed all geographical barriers to access. It is designed for working learners who are registered pharmacy technicians. It has been scaffolded from progression from either a higher national diploma or a higher national certificate to a degree qualification, and it does respond directly to pharmacy technician identified credential needs. So CPPT is built for equity. The course itself is hosted at this page, which is live, and there will be a QR code at the end for you to scan to be able to have a look. So it's the BSc Honors in Clinical Practice for Pharmacy Technicians. This course bridges the knowledge gap identified by practicing pharmacy technicians. The course may increase their practice scope and contribution to the provision of patient-centered pharmaceutical care and clinical pharmacy services. So with regards to student workload, it is structured to foster work-life balance for adult learners. We deliver it over 3 semesters to spread the workload. The contact hours either asynchronous with weekly synchronous sessions, and there are also non-contact hours, and students are required to complete independent study via pre-recorded lectures, assessment, and other guided independent study. The course itself is comprehensive, professional relevant, clinically oriented, and it does acknowledge the diverse clinical skill set to be a successful clinical pharmacy technician, and it does ensure our graduates will be placed to secure jobs or progress in all clinical roles in pharmacy practice sectors. This course is hosted at our School of Pharmacy, Applied Sciences, and Public Health. It is the first to offer pharmacy technicians an opportunity to obtain a clinical focused and pharmacy-related degree qualification in the UK, and we at our school already have a strong presence in the UK pharmacy education. We are one of the 2 pharmacy schools in Scotland. So post-registration, those who graduate with a BSc with honors will be able to have a potential to progress to specialist and leadership roles, and they can also be at par with the rest of the healthcare family, which they will be known under this framework for health level 6 specialist or senior practitioners. And for this particular level, one does require a qualification at a CQF level 10. Okay. So careers in pharmacy, clinical pharmacy practice include community, hospital, primary care, education, industry, research, and specialty care, as you may know. And just to summarize the CPPT story in one sentence, it is a transformative, research-informed, inclusive, work-integrated, first of its kind degree that levels up the UK pharmacy workforce. Thank you for listening, and if you have any questions, please do email myself using this email. And please scan this QR code to learn more about the course. Thank you for listening. Please get engaged with our prescription puzzle and other activities.